Hi everybody and welcome to Pomeroy Art Academy Breakfast Club. And I'm going to show you some interesting combinations on how to draw cartoon feet. So let's get started. I'm going to draw a basic generic foot to start with. And how I build that is I've got a tapering dowel shape. So imagine a shape that looks like that. Narrower on one side and wider at the end. That becomes the leg. The foot is made up out of a kind of a triangular wedge shape. So we've got that against this. So there's my basic foot. Out of that, I will construct the heel. And this is the outside foot of the foot. There's our toe. Our toes, if looking down at the foot, there's our arch, there's our big toe, kind of arcs like that. Looking down at our foot, they're arranged in an arc. So we've got the big toe and then the assortment of little toes fanning away from it. So I've got my little toe right there outside, followed by the next one after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then our big toe. Sometimes I end that with 1/8 toenail at the end. And then there will be an ankle indication, and that's basically it. That would serve as a generic foot for a guy, or a woman would be a little more trim. Let's do a women's foot. Same basic combination, but just a little bit more petite. Like that. So once again, we're starting out with fitting the tapering dowel shape to a triangular wedge. Fitting that to that, and then subdividing the toes, big toe, and going right into the leg. Now, the reverse side of this, if we take the generic leg that I've done, the dowel, tapering dowel, we have the triangular wedge shape, the heel, have the arch inside that returns out to the heel, have the other side of the ankle, top part of the foot, and the toes are arranged coming around at you, but the first more prominent one is the big toe, right there. And then the other smaller toes are radiating away from your eye, like so. They wrap around. There's actually the toes come around, and then the top part of your foot intersects. There's an overlap of where those toes will continue around. That shape will continue around that top portion. It just gives you a nice depth on the foot. The leg, the heel, and then the ankle. Right there is where your arch would be. There's your big toe right there. Now, if you are doing a woman's foot in high heels, we'll start with a leg, and we have the heel that's kicked out slightly and then curved down to a ground plane. And we have the heel right there. We have the top portion of the foot coming down, and then the little area where the foot, or where the actual toes are. This would be the heel of the shoe. There's the top strap of your heel of your foot, and there are the toes. If it's an open toe shoe. There's the foot, and there's the leg. If you're doing a character foot, a heavy character, you have a thicker leg. Everything is a bit more massive. Ankle, foot, thicker toes. It's for a heavy character. Even adding a little more muscle on the calf. If you've got like a teenage foot, adolescent foot, that would be a thinner leg and a more substantial foot, ankle, bigger toe, and then toes radiating from that. Toenail. A gangly teen foot. If it's a baby foot, and I mentioned something like this when we were doing hands, that you'll have a more substantial amount of, baby fat showing, more rounds. Here's the leg. But the amount of size of the foot decreases quite a bit. You have a big toe right there, and then you've got the little toes. 3, 4, 5. All kind of radiating from the ankle. That would be a baby's foot. If you get into like character feet, stylized designs, there's every kind of combination. I've seen the feet that are just a shape. This would be, I guess, like a boot with an ankle. There would be the other leg on the other side. That would be like a boot with a toe. So you've got that kind of design. You've got something that's reminiscent of a character that I worked on, arcade game Dragon's Lair, where you've got Dirk the Daring, who's got these boots that have a huge taper on them. There's his kneecap. There's the top edge of the boot. There's his leg. And it's just a style distinction. There's the heel and his sole on the bottom of his foot. So there's that idea also. So there's all kinds of combinations that you can try out. Fat, thin, generic. So that gives you some idea about how to construct a cartoon foot. It's been great teaching you, and I hope you join us in our next Pomeroy Art Academy Breakfast Club. Bye-bye.